Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. Boy, I feel like we're just doing a serial like they used to do back in the movie houses. We'll give you section 1, section 2, section 3, but you got to tune in tomorrow. Well, we're going to finish up the story about Jairus today. Jairus, we talked about this Thursday and Friday, but Jairus goes to Jesus. My daughter is sick. She needs to be healed. You come to my house and lay hands on her. So they have an interruption with the woman with the issue of blood. Jesus has a good message. He says, "Woman, your faith has made you whole. Go and be well." And then the servant comes to Jairus. He says, "Sir, your daughter is not sick. She is dead." And it probably took about a day for the servant to find Jairus and to get there. They were a little ways from the house. It wasn't just a 5-minute walk. So they're walking back to the house. They get there, and everybody is crying. They've got the mourners in. They've got the hired people in. Everyone's crying. Everybody's mourning. The little girl's laid out on the bed. And Jesus comes up to all the people that are mourning. He says, "Why make this?" Jesus is speaking his faith now. He says, "Why make this commotion and weep? What are you doing?" He came to me to bring me here to heal her. Where's your faith? Now you're accepting everything, that you're accepting the conditions, and the conditions that you see are overriding the faith of the man whom you say that you're exalting, say that you're the one that you care about. You're negating his faith if you keep this stuff up. So he says, "Why make this commotion and weep? The child is not dead, but sleeping." And right in front of Jairus, they began to ridicule Jesus. All these people who are there to support him are now ridiculing Jesus. They're mocking him. "Oh, the great man of God is here." And they just go on and on. Man, this is a major faith killer. Jairus is, in my estimation, he's like, "I'm believing Jesus. I'm believing Jesus." He said, "Do not be afraid, but only believe." I'm believing. I'm believing. I'm believing. He's going to heal my daughter. She's going to live. All these people, and then all of a sudden they just start mocking. Well, if they're going to mock Jesus, what do you think is going through Jairus' head? I mean, he's got to be feeling really low. The emotions have got to just be pouring in on him. And then Jesus does something that is unfathomable to think about. He puts everybody out of the house. He says, "Okay, you people, go. Get out. Just leave." You have to get out, get rid of the unbelief that wants to cling to you. And so often we're trying to believe, but we're not getting the mourners out. We're not willing to separate ourselves from the naysayers. We're not willing to separate ourselves from well-intentioned people that don't believe what you're believing for. They're not with you. And Jesus said, if they're not with you, they're against you. Now, they're not saying, "Jairus, we're going to kill your daughter if she comes back to life." They're not saying that. They're not saying that they even want her to die, but they're not with Jairus. They're not joined together in faith. And, so often we try to get everyone to agree with us for our faith because that will make our faith work. Your faith has to work regardless of what other people around you are thinking. Yeah, and you've got to you got to distinguish yourself from those and separate yourself from those who do not believe like you believe in order to keep your faith strong and not yield to it. So they had to put all these people out of the house. And then Jesus turns to the little girl after everyone's gone. And I like this. He didn't pray for an hour. He didn't necessarily, we're not told that he laid hands on her. He just looked at the little girl and says, "Little girl, I say to you, arise." And she arose, and they gave her food to eat. Now she was dead. She was sick. Now she's dead. And Jesus says, "Rise, little girl." Why? The faith of Jesus is she is not dead. She's only asleep. In other words, this is temporary. This isn't permanent. If Jesus had said, "Yeah, Jairus, you're right. She's probably dead. It's not worth me going," she would have died. But Jesus had already moved on Jairus' behalf that I will come to your house, I will lay my hands on her, and she will live. He's already committed to that. What God is committed to, God will finish if we do not waver. And so what Jesus is committed to, we need to be in agreement with God. We need to agree that God, your will be done. Your kingdom come on earth in my life, in my situations, even as it is in heaven. And they gave the little girl food to eat, and she ate. Oh my goodness, how things have changed because Jairus would not let the distractions move him away from his faith that Jesus is the Son of God, and that Jesus would heal his daughter. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.